Steve Erceg has a better chance of beating LeBron in a 1v1, outrunning Usain Bolt in the 100 meters, taking Shohei Ohtani 450 yard, and beating Michael Phelps in the breaststroke, all in the same night, than he does to beat Pantoja. This is going to be my 301 breakdown, but I'm mostly talking about the main event. Let me just start by saying Erceg's probably the most undeserving challenger since Jessica I fought Shevchenko and was a plus 1,000 underdog. Before Erceg KO'd Snell, 4 other guys have KO'd him, and it's guys like among the likes of Hector Sandoval, big names, who fought 4 times in the UFC, and he still was able to send Snell to the Saturday realm. And he looked pretty dominant in those decision wins, but if you're not getting those guys out of there, I'm not going to be impressed with you. So I'm not even going to talk about Pantoja's resume because it's just so clear of Erceg, but let's actually talk about the breakdown of the fight itself. All right, let's just cut down to brass tacks. The only way Erceg is going to win is if he knocks Pantoja out. There's no other way around it. And I know what you might be saying, oh, John, but Erceg, he actually has a lot of submissions. No, don't let those submissions fool you. He gets those submissions when he has the guy rocked, the dude's dazed on the floor, like damn near KO'd, and then he snatches up a submission. Or like in his fucking fight before this against that Japanese dude, the dude just has no ground game whatsoever. He is sub Justin Gaethje level of white belt jiu-jitsu. Literally just lets his turns around and is oh, please take my back. Please take my back. He thinks it's wrestling or something. I don't even know. And in terms of winning a decision, Erceg's never gone 5 rounds. So, it's hard to say if he's going to gas or not, but the fight's not going to make it there. Trust me. But Erceg's obvious strength in this one is boxing. And I got to admit, it looks good. It looks real crisp, man. I can't lie. And especially his cross, dude, he was abusing Snell with that. He hit him probably 4 times clean, had him hurt back. That's another thing. Erceg doesn't have power. His KO against Snell, it was just accumulative damage, kind of like Max Holloway does. He was just landing clean, big shots right on this dude's forehead. And eventually it just added up. This paired with some decent leg kicks, and occasionally he likes to throw high kicks too. He wasn't doing them in this most recent fight, but he throws a lot of high kicks, even though they don't ever land. That's a pretty good striker putting all that package together. But I'll be honest, this doesn't matter whatsoever. It's simple. Pantoja's going to put the pressure on Erceg, and he's just going to walk him down. He's going to show him zero respect. And honestly, Erceg can tag Pantoja, but the thing is, Pantoja has a granite chin. This dude hasn't even been close to getting knocked down, and the only dude that even made him rethink walking a guy down was Figgy. This combined with Erceg's overrated power, I'm just not worried. He's going to walk him down like a straight up zombie. And Erceg has decent takedown defense. A lot of people are saying it's like a wall. Those people just don't know what the fuck they're talking about. He's fought hands. He hasn't fought a guy near Pantoja's level of grappling and takedowns. And when the fight does get to the ground, he doesn't have to worry about guys like Figgy or Moreno or even Royval's level of scrambling to get it back to the feet, because Royval actually has some underrated scrambles. Steve Erceg doesn't have that level. And because of that, Pantoja is going to be on Erceg's ass like John Jones on a man's ass. If you guys have seen that video about he's gay, watch that video. It's funny. And when it does get to the ground, I'm not going to overthink it. Pantoja is just going to dominate him, show him levels, and he's either going to get that TKO or even the submission within the first 2 rounds. But don't be surprised if Pantoja goes in there and just fucking shuts Steve Erceg's lights out. Pantoja has underrated power, and when he's walking you down, when he gets in that close fucking telephone booth range, don't be surprised if he lands an absolute nuke on Erceg's temple and then he just ends the fight that way. And that's the funniest thing about this fight. Pantoja has a better chance of winning by KO than Erceg does. Erceg just has no actual path to victory in this fight, and I'm not going to overthink it. And I know a lot of people are probably picking this guy for the meme, but at the same time, dude, I've seen a lot of people just trying to overthink this. They're doing too much fucking thinking. It's a simple fight. He doesn't have a fucking snowball's chance in hell. And real quick, I'm just going to run through these to get my pick rate up. I have a breakdown for most of these fights in my head, but it's just too much to put on video. I'm making this shit at midnight anyway. So I'm going to take Pantoja, Aldo, Petrino, Pereira, Jack Shore, Lucindo, the guy from Far Cry Primal, if you guys have played that game. And I'm taking Joaquim Silva. Those are going to be my picks. I don't know anything about these guys, so I'm not picking. But yeah, that's the video. If you disagree and you actually think that Wonder Boy's getting it done, let me know in the comments so I can come back to you and just kind of poke fun at you, because he doesn't have a chance of winning. As a matter of fact, if Erceg does win, I'll do whatever the top comment suggests, even if it's some crazy shit like going into a public square and saying I have a bomb. I don't give a shit, because he doesn't have a chance. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. It's Shonda's MMA. Comment if you disagree and why you disagree. I'll let you know in the comments if I think it's valid or not. You know what I'm saying? And see you until the next one.